Hi guys, it's me again, Molikun, and today I'm talking about what I got up to yesterday. So yesterday I went along to Oxford Pride, and it was a rather long day and a very tiring day. And I was already tired to begin with because I was up 2 a.m. Friday night stroke Saturday morning at a freestyle event, so I was already pretty tired. But then I had to get up early, get ready, and get into the city centre for 10 a.m, where I met my friends, and we went to the local ice cream place and had breakfast bagels and some coffee. And this place does the best coffee. You get your standard Americano, but then they put a scoop of ice cream in, and you can choose which ice cream you want to go in it. I went for... what did I go for? I went for the Ambassador's Choice, which is Ferrero Rocher flavoured ice cream. And then I had my scrambled egg bagel. After that, we all walked down, the four of us. It was me, Abby, Rhiannon and Joe, friends I have from Jive. So we all walked down to the parade. We got a spot next to the Amnesty International guys. And then at 12 o'clock the parade kicked off, and the procession went round all the side streets, down the main shopping street, turning up into the other main shopping street, and just walked up to Oxford Castle. And as we watched marching down the main shopping streets, having the people cheer us on and show their support was amazing. It helped put us all in the right mood for the rest of the day. And so, then about 12:30, 1:45, we arrived at Oxford Castle, and then the three of us, Rhiannon disappeared for a few moments. The three of us went down to the main stage to watch some of the acts. I mean, the main stage was acts, and then you have on one of the side streets just off the castle is a second stage where they had live music just going on all day. So we were at the main stage, and when we got there, the first act was just starting up, which was, can't remember now, what was the first act? Yes, some samba people. And so while they were doing their thing, Rhiannon came back with a bottle of Prosecco. And so the four of us were just drinking Prosecco, no glasses, just drinking Prosecco from the bottle, as you do. And it's thanks to them three, it made what was a wonderful day even more special for me. Because it's good to have people there showing their support for me and the rest of the community. But I'll get on to that in a bit. So after the samba people finished, we then had a ukulele band. We also had a gospel choir perform. We had Megan Henwood, a singer-songwriter, guitarist, she was really good. She was a bit later in the afternoon, but she was one of the more sort of chilled acts. We also had Sean Smith, I think that's how you say it, guy who won X Factor recently, I think. He's from some reality TV talent show thing. I don't watch any of them, so I have no idea. But he was very upbeat, very energetic, and got the crowd going. That was. We also had a few drag acts. We had Courtney Act, one of Australia's best drag queens. We had Lady B, one of Oxford's drag queens. We had Vanity Von Glow, who is very well known in London, I think, London. She's from Glasgow originally, but she's very well known in London. She does acts regularly in Camden, so I'm assuming she's well known in London. And we had Lavoie, who I hadn't heard of before, but was, I want to say, the best out of the four. She just, her going out number was a medley of gay anthems. So we had YMCA, It's Raining Men, We Are Family, we had some Kylie mixed in there, some Lady Gaga obviously, and it was just, all them mixed together with her backing dancers, which are like 2 half-naked guys. And I want to say that was the best act of the day for me. We also had Lord Hicks, who plays ukulele and does like his own covers. So he did Nicki Minaj Super Bass, but his version is Superb Arts, and it's him singing about, as you can guess. And then all these acts were going on, and then it got to then at 5 o'clock we had an ABBA tribute band perform for an hour. They were amazing. And then 6 o'clock, the final act on the main stage, the big headlining act, we had N-Trance, who I know probably nobody's heard of them today, but back in the day, like the 80s, 90s sort of era, they were the thing. They have some of the most well-known dance tracks in pop music, even to this day. I'm not going to sing any of them because I'll completely butcher them, but if you were to hear them, you would know instantly who I was on about. And we had them perform, and they really knew how to work the crowd. At this point, I'd moved myself to the front of the crowd, and I was sort of jumping around and singing and just hollering and all the rest of it, and waving my flag, and it was just wonderful. The whole thing was wonderful. Oh no, there were a few moments where I was at the front of the crowd and I was waving my flag, where it felt like I was waving the banner for war and sort of leading an army into battle, and in a sense we are. Yes, Pride is a big party and it's a big celebration, but it's a celebration as to who we are and how far we've come in terms of getting equality. But it's also there to raise awareness of how far we still need to go. I mean, so the recent victory we've had is Taiwan has now made the same-sex relationships legal, which is brilliant. However, in Chechnya, Putin is still rounding us up and either slaughtering us or putting us into forced labour camps. And in Indonesia, 2 weeks ago, a guy was flogged to death because it's still a capital offence in Indonesia. So we have come a long way, but we still have a long way to go before we're equal. And I mean, even in this country where we have equal rights now, there's still a stigma attached to it. There are still certain pockets of society who don't deem it socially acceptable. Like, you hear about homophobic attacks in the news, fairly regularly. So, even in this country, we've still got a way to go before we're truly equal. Before we're no longer the oppressed minority who's stigmatised by everyone else and shoved aside. And for me, that's what it's there for. It's to raise that awareness. And to have a good time while doing it. And it's a really important day for me, because the whole atmosphere of everyone getting together and celebrating who we are, and having people come and show their support and their acceptance of us, that's what it's about for me, is having that acceptance. Because acceptance is something I've been looking for most of my life. I still don't feel I've found it. There's only a few places where I truly feel I can be myself and I'm accepted for being myself. I mean, if you guys watched my Bristol vlog some weeks back, that's one of the few places I feel accepted and I feel I can be me, is in Bristol with my very good friends who I was at uni with. So having that day, having that space really is important to me, and maybe more than some other members of the community, because I know some people don't think a whole lot about Pride, but to me it's a very important day. It's a very important event for both the raising the awareness and also for me having that space of acceptance. So, but anyway, that was my pride. I did have a really good day. It was exactly what I needed. I hadn't been feeling too great the last few weeks. Not physically, but just in here, I've not been feeling too great. So having that really helped cheer me up. I'm still not 100% now, but I'm not as rock bottom as I was before, which is brilliant. So anyway, thank you for watching. There'll be some links in the description to some of the acts if you did want to go check them out. I shall see you again next Sunday. Until then, bye.